Daniel's shoulders shook as tears rolled down his face, splashing onto his wrinkled tie. The city noise faded into the background, leaving only the sound of his ragged breathing. "Why are you crying, man?" The deep, resonant voice cut through his sobs. Daniel's head snapped up. The white cat stared down at him, its mouth moving in perfect sync with the words. His body froze. The tears stopped midstream as he gaped at the creature before him. The cat's blue eyes remained fixed on his face, waiting for an answer, while its tail swayed back and forth across the concrete wall. Daniel scrambled backward, his palms scraping against the rough pavement. The white cat's tail continued its hypnotic sway. I must be going crazy." Daniel pressed his hands against his temples. "You're not crazy, just lost." The cat stretched, its muscles rippling beneath pristine fur. "And you let that man break you today." Daniel's mouth opened and closed. His heart hammered against his ribs. "Peter, he's wrong about you." The cat's voice carried an otherworldly echo. "Your calculations were correct. He changed the numbers himself." The neon signs blurred as Daniel processed this information. "What?" "He's been doing it for months, setting you up to fail." The cat's blue eyes narrowed. "Making you doubt yourself until you became exactly what he wanted. Someone to blame." Daniel's fingers curled into fists. The familiar weight of shame lifted, replaced by something hotter, sharper. "How do you know this?" "We see everything." The cat's tail stopped moving. "The question is, what will you do about it?" Daniel wiped his tears with his sleeve, his breath still shaky. "What should I do? I can't confront him." "Why not?" The cat's whiskers twitched. "Because he's bigger, louder, more important?" "Because I'm—" Daniel gestured at his face, his hand trembling. The cat's smile stretched wider, revealing teeth that gleamed like pearls in the neon light. "I can change that, your face, with little price." Its tail curled into a question mark shape. Daniel's breath caught in his throat. He pulled himself up from the pavement, legs unsteady. What do you mean?" "Exactly what I said." The cat's blue eyes pulsed with an inner light. "Your face. I can make it different. Make it whatever you want it to be." "That's impossible." Daniel touched his cheek again, fingers tracing the familiar ridges. "Is it more impossible than a talking cat?" The creature's whiskers twitched with amusement. "Besides, you're already speaking with me. Why draw the line at impossible now?" Daniel glanced around the empty street. The steam from the restaurant vent had thickened, creating an ethereal curtain around them. His forgotten dinner sat in its plastic bag, growing colder by the minute. "What's the price?" His voice cracked on the last word. The cat's deep voice rumbled through the steam. "Your soul after your death." Daniel's knees buckled. He grabbed the wall for support, his palm pressing against the rough concrete. The neon lights flickered overhead, casting shifting shadows across the cat's pristine fur. "My soul?" His whisper disappeared into the city noise. "You'll live your life as normal. Work, eat, sleep." The cat's tail traced lazy circles in the air. "But when death comes, whether tomorrow or 50 years from now, your soul belongs to me." Daniel's fingers traced the uneven skin of his cheek. Years of sideways glances and cruel comments flashed through his mind. Peter's smirking face appeared, then dissolved into the steam. "Will it hurt? The change?" "No." The cat's blue eyes pulsed. "Quick as blinking. You'll be handsome. The kind of face that opens doors, turns heads, makes people listen." Traffic sounds faded into a distant hum. The steam wrapped around them like a cocoon, isolating their corner of Hong Kong from the rest of the world. "And all I have to do is—" Daniel swallowed hard. "Give me your soul when you die. Nothing more." The cat's whiskers twitched. "You weren't using it anyway, were you?" Daniel's fingers trembled as they dropped from his cheek. The neon lights cast shifting shadows across his face, the last time he'd wear these features. "Yes." The word escaped his lips, barely a whisper. The feline's maw extended into an unnatural smile, displaying lines of pristine, luminous fangs. A rich, booming chuckle reverberated down the misty passageway, ricocheting between stone barriers and steel ducts.